Hello, I am Georgia, and in this video I wanted to talk about what I recently found out through my coaching session that I had. There was a time where I was scared of creating my own reality because I thought to myself, I know how this must be done. I know how to do it. I am applying, and why am I not seeing anything? And I was so scared, honestly. I was scared because I spent years and years trying to understand how this all worked. And at the end of the day, I was at start point. I saw a lot of creation that happened through me. But there was a point where whenever there's something that I really, really want and I do the work and I don't see anything, I got scared. Consciously, I was like, okay, I know that I create my own reality. I know how it's done. I've done it before. I've done it multiple times. Why is it that I don't seem to create what I want? Like the things that matter the most in life for me, why do I feel stuck? Why do I feel like I'm not creating? Why does it feel like I am supposed to be creating, but what I see doesn't match what I have in my mind, you know? So I talked to my coach about this thing, and she asked me, what is it that you believe you have not created in your life? So I told her an episode that I didn't really think I was creating. For example, it's about a breakup. And I never had the conscious thought of breaking up with this person, actually. So I never consciously thought of that. And I was like, I never consciously thought of breaking up with this person. Why is it that this person broke up with me? And then she asked me to remember the thoughts that I had in this occasion. And I reminded myself that even though I kind of felt that I had an instant connection with this person, on our second date, I started feeling like that was not it. There was something about this person that was just not a match to me. There was something that I didn't completely like about this person. But still, I persisted into knowing this person because I felt that instant spark. And then what I remembered is that I keep on dating this guy even though I don't completely like him, or there's like that part of me that knows when somebody's not right for me, but I still go after that person. So we reached a point where this person just decided, just like sort of out of the blue, he ghosted me for no apparent reason. But you know what the reason was? That I was doing all this inner work, thinking that this guy was not enough for me, or I was just affirming. I was just thinking to myself that this person, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. Okay, so you know what he had to tell me? That I was not right for him. And looking back at this episode, I have no reason why to believe that I was not the creator of this. There's literally no reason why I shouldn't be thinking that I'm the creator, because he reflected this side of me. He reflected this aspect of me where I sort of liked him, but at the same time, I felt that it was not enough. So he reflected it back to me. This is how reality is, a perfect mirror. And this is what my coach helped me really see. And then my current situation, I was like, now I know this person is not stepping forward because I think that this person will not do it, because he has multiple reasons not to, but guess what? I am the one creating it. So in 1 second, I recognized my own creations. In 1 second, I realized, wait a minute. If I think about it deeply, if I really think about my thoughts back then, in every moment that I didn't think I created, if I get to be honest with myself, I can see how I created it. We can't just be like, I don't recognize this as my creation, because everything is. Otherwise, we wouldn't be the creators of our reality. So whenever we don't understand how we are creating something, we have to really think about what we're thinking. Be aware of that. On the surface, I was thinking that I was doing everything correctly, when in fact, I was trying to overwrite certain beliefs without actually changing them. So I look back at my life in how many ways I created certain events. And let me tell you, after I had this revelation about me creating everything and thinking that there are no more excuses, because I literally got the proof that I am the creator of everything. How can I still doubt my power if I know that I create it all? So after 1 week or 2 weeks after this coaching session, every day I got proof that I was the creator, because certain people reached out to me, or I reached out to a person, and this person told me that she was thinking about me too, while I was thinking about her, This happened, and then people that I haven't spoken to in a long time just decided to reach out to me. And then events, like I had a crazy how is it called, experience, where I was talking to someone, and then this person, I was not supposed to be there, and he was not supposed to be there either, but we were in the same place at the same time. It's like, if I had to think about a situation consciously, I'm like, if I knew that I was in a certain position and this other person was in another position, consciously I would be like, it's impossible for us to meet. The universe did its own thing, where yes, I am the creator, but at the same time I have to give space to the universe to let it happen, to shape it, because we don't know how it comes to us. We just know it does if we are believing in that. You don't have to believe in the certainty of it happening, you just have to believe in the possibility of it happening, which is enough. And if you trust the universe, it's gonna deliver it to you. But I guess it has to be trained. Like, trusting is something that has to be trained, and I am still doubting certain times, because yes, this past few days, weeks, I saw instant things happening in my life, which were things that I had no resistance towards. But when it comes to bigger things, I have to work on that. Sometimes I find myself thinking about my own desire. And then if I continue thinking about it for too long, then it can happen that doubts can creep in. And that is the moment where I realize that I have to stop a little bit, detach. That was just a thought, doesn't matter at all. And the only thing that I need to know is that what feels true to me. What is the truth? What is the truth to me? The truth is my desire. My desire is my truth. If that was not my truth, I wouldn't feel it so deeply. I wouldn't feel it like it's mine. This is something that we really need to work through, about not letting our past define us, define our current beliefs, because that is the past. You can be like, okay, this past belief shaped my reality, shaped my life, because I didn't know better. So as I stepped into me being the creator of my reality, I couldn't ignore this anymore. What really helped me unblock everything was realizing my own power. So if there's something that you don't think you have created, go within and see if that has something to do with your fears. Maybe you didn't have that specific thought in your brain like I had. I didn't have any specific thought about me breaking up with this person. You know why? Because this was already a belief that I had inside of me. So I didn't need to repeat that to myself because I already knew it. My world was already moving and shaping itself from my limiting belief. So I didn't have to affirm to myself that I was going to be broken up with. I didn't have to affirm that because my brain did it all based on my previous situations and my previous beliefs. What happened was this person was perfectly reflecting back to me what I was believing about him and the whole situation. I was playing the victim role when instead I was the one directing everything. And whenever you find yourself thinking about your old pattern, you are a new person now. You can start in this moment to think new thoughts. Those old thoughts manifested because you kept feeding them. But if you decide from this moment on that those old thoughts do not define you because you know better now, you don't let that define you, you don't let that manifest into your life anymore because you know better, then your life will start to look different. A few weeks ago in this coaching call, I caught myself saying something that basically means that I don't fully trust that my life can be perfect without struggles, because I was talking to my coach and I was telling her, yeah, like I think that when I will get what I want, my life will be perfect. My life will be perfect. I will be feeling amazing. And then I was like, yeah, but I guess sometimes things happen, so I shouldn't really be thinking that life will be perfect. I was having this session while being in the end state, thinking to myself, if I get what I want, everything will be perfect. I will feel like I will not have no more problems. I will feel that everything will be perfect. And then I added something like, but yeah, I mean, it's normal to have problems in life, so I will have sorted out an area of my life, but not the rest. And my coach told me, that's an assumption. So even when we think that we have everything under our control, I thought I was doing everything right. I was, but in actuality, I still had this like beliefs where probably I didn't really believe that I could have a life free of struggle. I didn't really believe that I could get what I wanted. I thought that there were limits to my desire. There is nothing to be scared of. The only thing that I need to do is to focus on my power, believing in my power, because if I see it more and more, even when it comes down to small things or things that I don't have resistance to, those are still manifestations. Those still happen because I think of them. I think of them and then things happen. If I see it instantly for small things, I can think that it still has an effect on bigger things. And I was thinking to myself, if so many people are reaching out to you, if so many people are treating you this way, it means that people are feeling your energy, or better, I would say in a better way, that you are pushing out the best version of yourself. So the world reflects it back to you. So why do you think that specific thing that you want does not feel that way about you? It's impossible, because even when you see that nothing is changing, you don't know what's happening. Maybe you are already a thought in someone's brain. Maybe someone has sorted out his feelings about you, but they're just waiting the right moment, or they're just waiting for them to be in a better space. What if somebody has already decided to be with you? They know they will reach out to you, whether it's a job or it's a relationship. Because, for example, let me tell you this. I had a situation where I was the one that was supposed to take action towards another person. And I have been thinking about reaching out to this person for months before actually doing so. I knew that I wanted to reach out to this person because not doing it not reaching out to this person would have made me feel not okay. I was not okay by not reaching out to this person. I had to do it, but it still took me probably at least 6 months to do so. I wanted to do it, but I waited. So this is what I am saying. Probably somebody already has that thought in their brain. Somebody already decided to hire you. They are just waiting for the right moment. Everything is just unfolding. Just give it time, or everything shifted already. It's just a matter of so little time before it happens. So even if you don't see anything, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. Honestly, everything was so much clearer when I got this awareness, when I connected the dots and I realized that it was me all along, even in a situation that I did not think I created. So the only advice I can give you is, if there is a situation that you cannot really understand how you created, just go back in time and think about the thoughts you had in that moment. Try to understand how you created that situation. Try to understand if it was fear that created that situation. Try to understand if you had limiting beliefs that manifested that certain outcome. Try to understand what that was and see that everything, that event was your creation. Because if you claim that that was not your creation, then how can you be the creator? You have to hold yourself accountable, but I'm not saying that you have to be feeling guilty of anything, because you didn't know better. So you did the best that you could. And even if it feels that you have been working on a certain thing for a long time and you still haven't seen it, think about that nothing is wasted, that every little step you made forward is a step closer to what you want. It doesn't have to happen now. It doesn't have to happen in this very moment. You just have to know that everything that you're doing will bring you to your desired result if you persist believing in your desires, if you persist believing in your power, if you recognize that everything is your own creation, if you embrace your power. Just be like, okay, I recognize my power. I recognize the divinity inside of me. Everything is me. Everything is reflecting me. I just have to understand how I create this, and everything will be sorted out. I will have hacked everything. So it can take some time for me to study a little bit more. I don't have to be a master right away. It can happen, but it can also take time, and it is okay. What matters is me actually moving forward, always moving forward. Everything will serve you, and you will understand your power more, and you will be able to achieve the life that you want. Because if there are people out there who are doing it, you have to realize that you can do it too. This is all for today.